Angelica Vargas, go ahead.
Sir, charismatic po.
Charismatic. Okay, so let us look if your answer is correct or not. So, okay, so the right answer for that is charismatic. Okay, what about this? Francis Hazel?
Legal, sir.
Legal. Okay, so let us again look if your answer is correct or not. Okay, so the right answer is legal. Another one, which is the last one. Natanya Hachero.
Rational po, sir.
Rational. So again, let us look if your answer is correct or not. Okay, so the right answer is rational. So anyway, thank you very much for giving your answers. Thank you for the inputs. And our topic for today is all about legitimacy and authority. But before that, it is very important for us, for everyone to understand our primary objectives for today, so that in the end of the topic or our discussion, everyone will be familiar with their learnings. Okay, so number one objectives for today is, of course, we have to understand the concepts and relationships of the word legitimacy, authority, traditional, charismatic, and of course, legal rational, and authority. And of course, with other associated concepts. And of course, let us try to express the knowledge on some key concepts and of course, the appreciation of the values of the lesson through different activities like artwork, of course, public speaking, and of course, action. Okay, and the last one, okay, appreciate the idea that power should be used for the good of everyone, for the greater society, for the greater good of every people around the world. So that is our primary objectives for today. So let us move on with our main topic. Okay. So number one, since our topic is about power, authority, and legitimacy, I want you to draw your favorite superhero. Okay, one by one. No? Please get a pencil and at the same time paper and draw your favorite superhero. I will be giving you at least 5 minutes to 6 minutes to draw your favorite superhero. And then later on, I will be giving guide questions for everyone. And then we will be answering the guide questions. Okay? You may start right now. Class, you can open your cameras in presenting your drawing later on. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So I will be waiting for 5 minutes. Can you open your cameras today so that uh, I am sure that you are drawing. I'm sure that you are doing our activities. Can you open your cameras? Thank you very much for the response. Okay. I will time you, okay? After 5 minutes to 6 minutes, I will say stop. And then after that, I will be giving you the guide questions. And of course, for the teacher participant, you can also draw your favorite superhero if you want. Okay. Please be reminded that our discussion is being recorded so that if one of your classmates is absent, he or she can look at the video and listen to the video. Okay, so the remaining minutes is 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, okay, I will be asking everyone. So as much as possible, if you are good in drawing, try to draw the Filipino superhero, okay, rather than the foreign country heroes or heroine. Okay, so another 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we will start our discussion. And of course, your presentation. This is individual presentation. Okay, 1 minute left. Okay, so time is up. Okay, let me know your superhero. Okay, let me know your superhero. Okay, please do open your camera so that everyone will see your drawing. Okay, yeah. So may I know what did you draw for today? What kind of superhero did you draw? Yeah. Anyone? Okay. May I call on Francis Hazel to present their drawing? Yan. Who is that? Francis Hazel. May I know your superhero or heroine? Okay. Okay, so I think that is Darna. Okay. For Francis Hazel, Darna. What about Michael Angelo? Another Scarlett. Okay, Scarlett. Okay. What about the others? What about the others? So may I call on Natanya Hachero to present their drawing? Miss Natanya, or anyone from the class? Ayan. What about Mr. De Leon? De Leon? May I see your drawing? De Leon? Nag-drawing ka ba? Ayan. Ayan. So anyway, at least we saw some of your classmates na talaga pong nag-drawing. Thank you very much for that. So anyway, let us move on with our discussion. Okay, again, for the first activity, we have to draw our superhero. And of course, this will be our guide questions for today. No? So again, who is your favorite superhero? May I know your favorite superhero from this class? Andrea Saludes. Am I audible, Miss Andrea?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. May I know your favorite superhero or heroine?
Sa Pilipinas po, sir?
Superhero po.
Naruto po sana, sir.
Okay, so it's Naruto. What about the others? What about General? What about General? Eli General.
Sir, yes po.
Yes. May
Si
I know
ano
your
si
favorite
Plastic
superhero?
Man po, sir.
Again? Louder your
Plastic
voice.
Man po.
Plastic Man. Okay.
Opo.
Okay. What about Margaret?
Superman po, sir.
Superman. Okay. So what about right. I will be choosing one of your classmates. Gonzales, Romilin. Romilin.
Yung She-Man po.
Again, can you please
She-Man
loud
po.
your voice?
She-Man po.
Okay, thank you very much. So,
Sir,
next
po, sir.
guide question. Why he or she your favorite superhero? And of course, what special power does he or she possesses? And at the same time, how did he or she acquire his superpower? And of course, would you like to possess the same power? Why or why not? This will be your guide, no, in answering our discussion later. So again, maybe you draw Captain Barbell, or maybe you draw Darna and other foreign or local superhero, whether it is heroines or not. Okay? So anyway, some of the local superheroes that we can name would be the following. Okay? Pwede pong sabihin natin si Gagamboy, if you are familiar with Gagamboy. Or we could also name Lastic Man, if you are familiar with Lastic Man, Batang X, Super Inday in the Golden Bibe, and of course, Darna. These are some of the favorite superhero of some students or learners in this class, or for the Filipinos. Anyway, let us move on. May I know why he or she is your favorite superhero? Bakit po na pili nyo at nagustuhan nyo yung inyong mga binanggit kanina na superhero? Bakit nyo po siya favorite? May I know your answer? Okay, so let me see the hands. Andrea Morilla.
Sir, my favorite superhero is Elastic Man also because he fought criminals with his powers.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, what about the others? Stephen?
Their favorite ko po is si Wonder Woman kasi Sir, kakaiba po pa kasi pag babae yung superhero. Pag lalaki po kasi yung superhero, parang common na, pero pag babae para pong unique. And then, ang kapangyarihan niya po is yung latigo. Doon po ako
Okay,
na-amaze.
Okay, thank you very much, De Leon. What about auditor?
My favorite superhero po is Darna. Favorite ko po siya dahil she have an abilities of fight superhuman strength and she help in a big and small ways and she does not tolerate injustice.
Okay, so thank you very much, Rachel Auditor. What about the answer of the other learners? Margaret? Margaret, go ahead. Margaret Bagting, you are raising your hand.
Yes po, sir. My,
Okay.
my superhero is Superman because he saved a lot of people with his special powers.
Okay, very good. Okay, go ahead, Margaret. You can continue your answer.
Sir,
Okay,
okay na
thank
po.
you. Okay. What about Michelangelo?
Sir, my superhero is Scarlet Witch because she's capable of beating anyone and her superpowers is chaos magic.
Okay, so very good again, Angelo, for that answer. So anyway, these are some of the perspective or inputs that we can give why he or she is our favorite superhero. And of course, number one, I could say because of his or her extra ability. At ito po naman po ay, actually, we are seeing this in the different superheroes that we saw in the movies or in the cinemas. So we could also see some of the moral conviction, great courage coming from these different superheroes and heroines, and at the same time, the heart, the passion, and the mission to serve for everyone. That's why he or she is our, in my, at the same time, favorite superhero. Moving on, what special power, okay, what special power does he or she possesses? Anyway, you already answered some of the question at ito po ay kasama na rin dito sa ating pinag-uusapan. Anyway, I will just be mentioning the superpower that they possesses. At isa na nga po doon nagbanggit doon ay si auditor. Of course, the power of flying, like for example, Darna, Captain Barbell, Spider-Man, and of course, other hero and heroines. Of course, the super speed, like for example, Flash and Spider-Man. We could also include Spider-Man. What else? Batman and others. What else? Super senses. Okay. Mind control. Okay. I do believe one of them is Magneto and X-Men. And of course, the super strength of different superheroes. Like for example, the Hulk is very strong. Anyway, I do believe you are familiar with the different special power that they possess. Moving on, how did he or she acquire his or her superpower? So in Tagalog, paano po kaya sila nagkaroon ng kapangyarihan? How did she acquire? You can raise your hand if you want to answer. Please do not answer in chorus. Angelica Vargas.
Darna acquired her power through ingesting a white stone and shouting Darna po.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, very good. Rojo, I just saw your hand. Rojo?
Sir, si ano po, sir, si Super Inday po, sir. Nakuha niya po yung kapangyarihan niya sa itlog ng bibe.
Okay, so nakuha niya sa itlog si Super Inday. Okay po. Super Inday and the Golden Bibe. Yan yung pamagat nun eh. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Okay, so another answer aside from the answer of Angelica Vargas and Revin Rojo. Another one. Another inputs, another perspective. Clark?
Sir, yung kalaban po ni Gagamboy. Yung ginawang palaman yung ipis, sir.
Okay. So is that it? Kasi kahit pa paano napanood ko din yung Gagamboy eh. Okay, so another one, Angelica Vargas. Are you raising your hand, Angelica?
Hindi po, nakalimutan ko lang po yung lower.
Okay. So, I do believe we can now move on with another slide. Yan po. So, ito po yung ilan sa mga makikita natin. How did she or he acquire his or her superpower? Ito po yung mga example na pwede po nating ibigay sa klase. Number one, radiation. And one of them, if you are familiar with Spider-Man, okay? Because of the radiation and of course, because of the mutation that happened in the spider, yun po ay, nung nakagat siya, nagkaroon na po siya ng transformation. And sometimes, or more often, dun po sa ating mga nakikitang mga superhero and heroines are because of the magical artifacts. So sometimes bites from the animals, exposure from the item from the other planet, like for example, Superman, okay? So ilan po yung sa mga example na pwede nating makita na galing po talaga ng ibang planeta. Anyway, another question, if you will be asked, would you like to possess the same power? Why or why not? Can you give your own perspectives toward this answer? Kung kayo po yung tatanungin, would you like to possess the same power? Why or why not? We have to remember, according to Captain Planet, the power is yours. Yan po ang sabi ni Captain Planet. Anyone? Andrea Morelia, go ahead.
Para po sa akin, opo, yung kay Elastic Man po. Kasi po, gusto ko rin po na, dito, yung hulihin po yung mga masasamang kriminal. Kasi po, sa panahon po ngayon, hindi na po ganun yung sa Pilipinas po, marami na po mga kriminal. So, kapag pag-alagala po sila, posible po na maging hindi na po safe yung Pilipinas. So, yun po yung gusto ko. Gusto ko pong possess din.
Okay, so the Philippines is not safe. So we have, and at the same time, we need the power of the superhero so that we can save those people who are in danger. Okay, what about Michelangelo? Thank you very much, Andrea.
Siyempre, sir.
Michelangelo?
Siyempre, sir.
Angelo, are you raising your hand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Siyempre, sir, gusto ko rin ng magkaroon ng parehas na powers. Kasi, sinong hindi, di ba? Siyempre, magiging extraordinary person ka kapag naka-acquire ka ng same power. Kaya, why not?
Why do you like to possess that power?
Kasi once in a lifetime lang naman yun, sir. If you have the opportunity naman para magkaroon ng power.
What will you do with that power? Since you want to possess that kind of power, what will you do to that power?
Siyempre, sir, parang pag-aaralan muna, then kung may pagkakataon na makatulong yun sa tao, edi gagamitin ko yun.
Okay, so that's a better idea. At least you elaborate your answer, and I really understand the idea behind your point. Okay, so Rachel, auditor, thank you, Angelo, for that inputs.
Sir, just like Andrea said po, I also want to help those in need and eliminate the perpetrators of crime and violence.
Violence against what? Any form of violence? So I do believe any form of violence, especially the violence against women and children. No? What about, thank you very much, Rachel Auditor. What about the perspective of Stephen De Leon? Stephen?
There's si ano po, Doctor Strange.
Okay, why?
Sir, gusto ko po yung kanyang hands gesture at saka yung pag nagte-teleport po. So, madali na po makakapunta sa akin pupuntahan.
Okay. So thank you very much for that. What about the other class? What about the other learners? Do you have any ideas that you want to share? Okay, so at least we are enlightened with the answer of your classmate. So again, the question is, what would you like to possess the same power? Why or why not? And of course, this would be some of the possible answers that I can give in this class. Maybe I can say yes, maybe I can say no. So for the others, they want to possess power because they want to save their families, because family is everything. Okay, and of course they may say yes, they may say no again, because for the individual or learners who say yes, because they do believe that doing the right thing is the best thing to do, okay, for the greater of everyone. Okay, and of course for the uh, superheroes and heroines, some secrets should be kept. Okay? Kagaya po ni Batman, ni Spider-Man, and ni Superman. Hindi pwedeng malaman yung kanilang kapangyarihan kasi po ay mayroong possible consequences, no, kapag nalaman yung kapangyarihan. Okay? So, what else? Be willing to accept help. As just what you mentioned a while ago. So, these are some of the characteristics or things that every person must possess in the real world scenario, in the real world application. No? So, anyway po, let us move on with our discussion na totoo na po. No? So, would you like to define the word power? Yan. Yun nag-stuck. So, let me define the word power. So, power is all about affiliation. Power is all about influence. And power is all about wealth. So, later on, we will be defining each one by one and we will be giving examples. Move on. Okay, let us move on. And let's move forward with politics. Now, what is politics? Politics is all about struggle for power. And struggle for power can be seen actually in the school, in the church, in every household. Struggle for power can be seen in the class, in the environment that we are living. And of course, struggle for power and politics, automatically, it will interplay, or politics interplay power in any organization or in any community, but of course not limited to the government and at the same time the state, because politics is all about the system of controlling and at the same time being controlled. Any questions or clarifications before proceeding to another slide, class?
None, sir.
Okay, so I guess there is no other question. And of course, we have to remember it is being said by Aristotle that man is a political animal. And what do we mean by political animal? We have to remember that every human being wanted to have or form association. We have to remember no man is Andrea,
No man is an island.
no man is an island. That's why it is very important for any association or group of people to be associated. Because if you will not associate yourself with the society that you are living, automatically, parang ang tingin po sa atin dyan ay mga bis or agad. And we have to remember, no man is a woman. Biro lang po yan. Para magising-gising tayo. So anyway, let us move forward with the next slide. So again, power is about the ability to affect another's person behavior or the decision that he or she has, or maybe yung pong kanyang authority na meron siya, at yun ang maaaring makaapekto sa kanyang mga nasasakupan. Actually, if you are, or whether you are a leader on the top management or you are on the lower management, automatically every one of us possesses power, and every one of us are being infected and affected by every decision that we make, no? Kasama na po diyan yung behavior na ating binabanggit dito. Anyway, what could be or what would be the foundations of power? Okay, of course, the foundation of power would be the following. Number 1, influence. Number 2, legitimacy. Number 3, authority. And at the same time, according to Max Weber, okay, wherein he wrote The Protestant Ethics in the Spirit of Capitalism, it can be seen actually in the bureaucracy, hierarchy, the chain of command from the higher authority to the lower authority. It can be seen actually in the decorums, systematic flow of communication, and different organizations, from the top movement to the lower authority, or from higher authority to the lower authority again, and of course from the bottom to the movement of obedience. And of course, for the anti-Marxists and anti-Marxists and Marxists, the foundation of power is of course influence, legitimacy, and authority. Now, can you please define in your own terms or definition, can you give your own insights of what influence is? Ano po kaya yung influence as one of the foundation of power? Anyone po from this class? Influence. Any idea of what influence is? Michael, Angelo, go ahead.
Parang nasasakupan mo, sir.
Para siyang nasasakupan. Thank you very much, Angelo. Francis Hazel, Lakbayog.
Yung influence po is yung epekto ng isang tao or bagay po sa nakapalibot po sa kanya.
Okay. So maybe our parents has been one of the great influencer to us, our neighbor, our church, our school, our colleagues from the departments, so on and so forth. Thank you very much, Hazel. What about the perspective of the other students? Andrea Morelia, go ahead.
Sir, para po sa akin, kapag meron ka pong kaalaman sa isang bagay or kakayahan, kasi po, kapag meron ka po nun, maaari mo pong gamitin yun para maimpluwensyahan yung mga tao, whether para po sa kaiuunlad ng lipunan or may gusto po kayong iambag sa komunidad. Ganun po.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So let us move on for the definition of what is influence is, since I do believe some of your insights or perspective is 75% to 100% correct. Anyway, thank you very much again. Influence is the total means that a person has to bring about, whether he or she desires in the so-called decision-making situation. Okay? So, just what I mentioned a while ago, we can actually influence our friends, our neighbors, the church, the schools, the different institution, and of course, the environment itself. And of course, sometimes influence ay pwede po sabihin nating money can be influential, connection can be also influential, the ideas, the expertise of everyone can be used as influence for the different people. Anyway, these are some of the sources of influence that I can give in this class. Of course, number one, wealth. Okay. Now, in connection to wealth, sometimes when money talks, people listen. What do we mean by that? Sometimes we can influence people, institution, the community because of the money, because of the wealth that we have. Okay, again, the main point here is when money talks, people listen. Do not forget that. No? When money talks, people listen. And of course, we could say connection. Okay, we can influence people if we have connections. Okay, so what is the best example that I can give it? That sometimes we put the wrong people at the wrong position because of connection. Or sometimes we hire people because of the connection. Okay? So sometimes, ganun po yung nangyayari. But it is much better if we will put the right person at the right position at the right time. And of course, this is the culture of the Filipinos that we are actually seeing in the natural world, in the real world situation. And of course, sometimes because of the popularity. Okay? So I do believe some of the popular people that I can give as my example are those artists or actors and actresses who are now in the politics. Some may say they are being elected because of their popularities. Okay? So that's my example. Or sometimes because of the educational background of the people. And that is called formal office. Because of the education or educational background. Or sometimes because you are good in that situation or in that scenario, or automatically because again of your educational background. You are expert in any specific or particular field, or because of your ideas. This could be some of the sources of influence that I can give. Okay? What about yours? Can you give at least one example as a source of influence aside from the family, aside from the colleagues, aside from the church, aside from the schools, aside from the institutions that you have? Okay? Pwede po ba kayong magbigay kahit isa na pinagmumulan ng influence or influensya? Okay. Andrea, are you raising your hand? Andrea Saludes.
Social media, sir.
Social media. Okay. So of course, this is one of the biggest instrument na nagbibigay po sa atin ng influence. That's why we need to be familiar with the nitty-gritty or the do's and the don'ts of social media. No? We have to weigh everything because sometimes what we are seeing in the social media is not 100% credible. Okay? Do not believe in everything that you saw in the social media. Some of the information are not 100% precise, correct, or clear. Okay? Number one, you have to make sure that the website or the site is credible enough para hindi po tayo magkaroon ng idea na yung pinalalabas doon ay tama, but in reality po ay mali. Okay? So that is a good idea. Saludes. Thank you very much. Okay? So I do believe naintindihan po yung aking sinabi. Let us move forward with the next slide. Okay. So again, another source of power is of course legitimacy. If you want to be legitimated, you have to do something. At ilan po doon ay of course ay ang mga sumusunod. But before that, let us define what is legitimacy. Okay, so the word legitimacy is the right or authority achieved by a person or any organization, action or measure for being socially accepted due to compliance with the norm or expectation. The norm, automatically, that is the SOP or the standard of our society. And of course, there are different ways and means how to be legitimated. Number one is of course through voting. Okay? Kagaya po nung nakaraang election. Okay? And of course, the molding of public opinion. What does it mean, public opinion? Molding of the public opinion. Of course, the very purpose of public opinion is the civil society or the society itself is looking for the greater good of everyone. As long as they believe that whatever the desire of the person, whether the person is running or not, automatically they will support the person. No? Halimbawa po, mayor. Okay? Gusto nilang patakbuhin yung mayor ang kilalang-kilalang tao dito sa City of Cabuyao, and they do believe na sila po ay masasabi nating talagang credible, ay di yun po ang ilan sa tinitingnan. So anyway, another is political counseling. What does it mean? Or what is the meaning of this political counseling? Of course, automatically, it means giving equality, opportunity for everyone in terms of economic scarcity, in terms of political, social, and at the same time, politically or culturally. Okay? And of course, but by patronizing the people or by patronizing the individual itself. Okay? And sometimes, nagkakaroon po ng legitimacy erosion or the legitimacy is becoming weak. Can you give at least 2 or 3 example kung bakit nawawala yung tiwala ng mga tao, for example, for the politicians, for the congressman, provincial governor, councilor, or sometimes with the ordinary people, okay, who are in the position, or we could say government officials. Ano po kaya yung mga dahilan? Okay, IC, Sekretaryo.
Sir, corrupt po.
Corrupt. Okay. So, okay. Yung ba yung mata, yung kumukorrupt? Yung ba yung ibig mo sabihin? Pag kumurap,
Corruption.
Okay, so thank you very much. Baka mata yun no? Michael Angelo?
Bad intentions, sir.
Bad intention. Another answer. Thank you very much, Angelo. Another example. Another answer. Another answer? Princess again?
Sir, sa mga plataforma po hindi nila natutupad.
Okay, so mga platapormang hindi natutupad. Anyway, thank you very much for that answer. And of course, your answer is 100% correct. Good job. Okay? Of course, legitimacy erode because of the following reason. Number one, weakening of legitimacy. Because of the graft in corruption, because of the malversation of the fund, okay? Because of bribery, suhol, pangingikil, red tape, sometimes treachery are included. Okay? And of course, automatically, the loss of credibility. Okay? And disobedience. Sometimes the lawmaker becomes the lawbreaker, and that is the reality of life. And of course, the disorder that is happening in his or her community or in that area or society. Okay, and of course, these are some of the example picture that I can give. So any questions or clarifications before we proceed with the another slide? So I guess everyone is satisfied. So let's move forward with authority. Okay? The word authority means the right to use the power. And of course, the person wielding such. This is some of the foundation of power. And of course, there are types of authority. Okay, can you guess some of the types of authority? Baka po may idea kayo kung ano yung types of authority. Anyone? Can you guess? Okay, so mukha pong wala. So anyway, let us move forward with the types of authority. Number one is the so-called traditional, charismatic, the legal rational, and of course, when we say traditional, automatically, this is ascribed to a person or by community or organization or society through tradition. Okay, what do we mean by ascribe? Automatically, it will be inherited from the community or from the constitution. Okay, it will depend on the different angles or different circumstances. If you are living in the Philippines, if you are living in the Western Europe, if you are living in the Latin America or Northern America, or in some areas of Asia. If not in Asia, at least Africa. So, pag sinabi pong ascribe, namamana. Okay? Namamana or because of the so-called traditions. Okay? So, again, the tradition, kasama po yung binabang ko, the transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation or the fact of being passed on this way. And one of them that I can give is, of course, the monarchy or the monarchical system that is still tangible in the United Kingdom. Okay, yan po yung halimbawa if you are familiar with Queen Elizabeth. Okay, it will depend if the leader will be a king or queen, but today Queen Elizabeth is just a symbol or a figure of their country. Okay, namamana po yan. And of course, in the Philippines, for the tradition, the albularyo, if you are familiar with the albularyo. Okay, and of course, the priest. Okay, so aside from the priest, we still have the political dynasty, which is 100% tangible to everyone. Okay, and I do believe everyone is familiar with political dynasties. Yan. Let us move forward. Okay. One of them is our former President Pinoy. And of course, our presumptive President, BBM, Bongbong Marcos. and including the former Vice President, Binay, and of course, the DILG Secretary before, Marojas, and of course, the former President, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, now a representative of Pampanga. So, iyan po yung mga example that we can give for the traditional politicians. Now, for the charismatic, automatically, it has a charisma. And automatically, ang dating po dito ay meron kang animal magnetism because you are getting the attention of the people. If you are a charismatic leader. From the word charisma nga po, sabi ay compelling attractiveness, charm that can inspire devotion in others. It is just like equivalent to animal magnetism. Because you are able, and I do believe you have the power para mapasunod mo yung mga tao sa iyo because of your animalistic character or the charisma itself. And some of them that we can give would be the following. If you are familiar with our former President, Estrada. And of course, our former President again, running, pero namatay po. Sabi po ay naging presidente, pero parang, alam niyo po yun, parang nadaya daw. Fernando po Jr., no? The King of the Philippine Movie. Para po sa hindi nakakaalam, siya ay tumakbo na presidente before. Okay, and of course, the former President, Ferdinand Marcos. And of course, former President, Corazon C. Aquino. Yan. These are some of the charismatic leaders that we have in our country. These are the most famous and familiar people in our country. Yan po. And of course, for the legal rational authority, can you define or give your own idea of what is legal rational authority? We are done with the traditional or ascribed. We are done with the charismatic. And the last one is about legal rational authority. Ano po ba yung legal rational authority? Anyone from this class who would like to define the word legal rational? Meron po ba? Anyone from this class? Okay. So, Andrea, go ahead.
Yung mga nag-elect po, ay binoboto po pala ng mga tao?
Okay. Of course, automatically, it was elected by the people. Okay. So, another perspective, another inputs, another definition. So I guess we have to move on with our slide. Now, the word legal rational authority means the authority is being acquired through education. Okay? The education, and of course, because of the experience that they have. And some of the famous people who are in the position because of their educational background or because of their experiences are the following. Okay, number one is, of course, the former DILG Secretary Robredo, the husband of Leni Robredo. Okay, and of course, I do not know if you are familiar with this person. One of the DOH Secretary, Juan Clavier, the doctor. He became a senator also of this country, if I am not mistaken. Okay. Mr. Solidum of the PHIVOLCS, he is also a volcanologist. Okay. These are some of the most famous people. Okay, for the legal rational. Meaning, again po, no, they are in the position, they acquired their position because of their educational background or because of their experience. And of course, the lawyer, one of the maker of the Philippine Constitution, who amended the Constitution, the 1987 Constitution, okay, Mr. Renato, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, the computer expert, the engineers, and of course, together with one of the most famous people who are being awarded by the CNN awardee. This is the one of the CNN awardee, Efren Peña Floreda. Okay? Kung hindi po tayo dyan nagkakamali. Yan. Again, the foundation of power would be influence, legitimacy, authority, and again, the types of authority, traditional, charismatic, and of course, the legal, rational. Now, let us connect the dot. May I know, and of course, you have to answer the following slide that will be flashed in this class. Let me know if this is legitimate or not. Please use a thumb ups if you think that is legitimate, and thumbs down kung siya po ay legit or legitimacy po yung pinapakita. Okay, moving on. Is this a legit or not? I do believe you are not really familiar with these people, with this individual. Anyone who would like to answer? Okay, so I do believe you are not familiar. Okay, so this is, okay, Sidamon, go ahead.
Sir, legit.
Legit. Okay, so let us look if your answer is correct. So, not legit. Okay. Okay. What about this? Okay, this you are using our reaction. Legit 100%. Another one. This is Dalai Lama. I do not know if you are familiar with Dalai Lama.
Legit, sir.
Christian, go ahead.
Legit. Legit, sir.
What about the answer of other learners, student? Okay, anyway, let us look if your answer is correct. Okay, so legit. Another one. One of the most famous nun in the world from India. Is it legit or not? Anyone? Anyone from this class? Andrea?
Legit, sir.
Okay, so let us look if your answer is correct. Okay. What about this? Okay, this is Dalai Lama. Not Dalai Lama, Mohandas Gandhi. The other one is Teresa. Is this a legit, Miss Vargas? Angelica?
Legit po.
Okay, so let us look if your answer is correct. Okay, so legit. Anyway, another thing. Let's have a picture analysis. It will be of course, flash on the screen or in this class. Number one, let us try to identify the picture, flash on the screen or in this class. Number two, classify the picture according to the type of authority that he or she possessed. And of course, number three, give the reason why he or she is classified as such. Number one is Juan Ponce Enrile. Are you familiar? Francis Hazel, are you answering? Again, classify the picture according to the type of authority and give your reason why he or she is classified as such. Number one is Juan Ponce Enrile. Do you think he is charismatic, traditional, or legal rational? And why? Saglit lang po, nawala yung aking presentation. I do not know what happened. Please wait. Nawala po yung presentation ko. I do not know po what happened. Okay. Yan. Bumalik na po ulit. Yan. So again po, no, let's move forward with our discussion. Let us identify the picture flash on the screen and classify the picture according to the type of authority and give the reason why he or she is classified as such. And number one is Juan Ponce Enrile. Any idea of who is Mr. Juan Ponce Enrile? And of course, siya po ba ay traditional, legal rational, or charismatic? Anyone? Francis Hazel? Francis Hazel?
Si Juan Ponce Enrile po is former Senate President po siya. So, siya po ay legal rational po. Kasi elected po siya by voting.
Okay, thank you very much, Francis Hazel. What about Sidamon? I saw your hand, Sidamon. Christian Sidamon?
Charismatic, sir. Kasi po
Charismatic, okay. At
kasi po
some
dati
point,
po
he is
siyang
charismatic,
Secretary
and
of
at the same time,
Defense nung panahon ni Marcos.
Okay, so yes, that's correct. That's why I'm saying at some point he is a charismatic during the time of former President Cory Aquino, and of course at the same time, partly he is a legal rational. Okay, another one. Is he a charismatic legal rational or traditional? Nova Liken?
Traditional po.
Traditional, okay. Thank you very much, Miss Liken. What else? Another answer? Okay, automatic po siya ay charismatic. More open, some religious leader or a lot of religious leaders are charismatic. This is one of the Pope of the Catholic Church, and automatically he is a charismatic. Okay? The highest leader of the Catholic religion. And of course, another one. Is he a charismatic, legal, rational, or traditional? Rizal Jane Franco?
Ay. Charismatic po.
Charismatic, of course. Rachel Auditor?
Charismatic po, sir.
Okay, charismatic. Because he is one of the religious leader in our country. I do believe he is the founder of the dating daan. And of course, our former president, Nini Robredo, do you think he is a charismatic? She is a charismatic, legal, rational, or traditional? Si Damon or Stephen? May I call on Mr. Stephen?
The legal rational authority po.
Okay, legal rational authority. And I do believe that is 100% correct. Okay? So, let us have an assessment for our discussion for today. Okay? So, anyway, later on, I will be giving the link or I will be forwarding the assessment. Just wait for a moment. But of course, I already wrote your assessment. Okay? Siguro po ay sagutan na rin kaya natin dito yan. So read and analyze each question carefully. Choose the letter of the best answer from the alternatives, A, B, C, and of course D. Yan. So later I will be sending this questionnaire later on. Okay? Since I already created this in our team. So instead, we'll be forward with the assignment. So this will be your assignments for tomorrow's. So read the tomorrow's broadsheet, newspaper, and of course, do not forget to prepare what happened. Do not forget to do not forget to prepare for the discussion of the current events related to our topic today, which is legitimacy authority next meeting. And before we end our session or our topic, please be reminded of what is written in Luke chapter 12, verse 48. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much will be asked. At sabi nga po ng isa sa ating mga superhero, with great power comes great responsibility. And for that, I am now ending my discussion. Any questions or clarification, class? Since we are almost time. May tanong ba kayo mga anak?
Wala na po.
Wala na.
None po.
Wala na po.
If that's it, kung wala talagang tanong, ay let us end our discussion. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Thank you po,
God
sir.
bless.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Gagi. Oh, up na.
So, okay po. So,
So thank you po sa ating mga learners, Sir Alex. Sa wakas. Natapos. Ano? Okay, so wala na po ba na tayong learners sa loob?
Saglit lang po, tingnan ko po kung nandito pa. Meron pa ako meron pa po tayong mga learner today. Saglit lang po.
Okay. Sige, sir.
Tingnan ko
Pwede
lang
na po silang mag... Sir.
Ngayon ko lang na-receive.
Mga anak, pwede na kayong mag-give sa klase.
So, thank you very much, mga anak, ha. Salamat sa cooperation na ibinigay ninyo kay Sir Alex.
Oy, kunin mo na yung allowance mo. Ay, meron ba tayo? Kunin mo na kay...
Ang matira na lang po yung ating mga participants na teachers. Ano? At po yung ating mga school heads kung narito po sila.
Doon, sa kanilang dalawa.
Okay na po, Sir Alex?
Okay na po.
Wala.
Wala na pong estudyante.
Okay, so once again, congratulations, Sir Alex. Job well done. Ano po? And now, okay, so simulan na po natin. Start po tayo kay Doc Emerson Armero for the process and the TA po for your demonstration.
Hello, good morning po sa lahat. Good morning po, Ma'am Terones, PSDS of District 5D. Good morning po, Ma'am Yagache. Good morning po sa lahat ng school heads from other schools, master teachers, head teachers, TICs or OICs, and of course, our newly hired teachers. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. I would like to congratulate Sir Alex Sanchez. Sir Alex, kumusta ka na ngayon, sir? How do you feel right now na finally we're able to deliver your demonstration episode? Sir Alex.
Sir, I'm fine. I'm okay. Of course, part of being a teacher is, of course, being nervous. I am totally nervous in discussing this lesson.
Okay, so good. Thank you, sir. Sige, let's move forward to I'm using the post-observation conference questions. First, Sir Alex, what strategy did you use which you found most effective to our learners?
I think one of the instructional strategies is the lecture method, and of course, one of them is the constructivist method. This is based from my assessment. So, because the students' point of view is very important for the teacher. So partly teacher-centered, and of course partly student-centered yung naging dating po para sa akin. So 50-50 half. But as much as possible, everything should be thrown out to the students.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your wonderful answer. Okay, so next question is, how did you summarize and integrate major points of the lesson? Because
Again,
we're
sir?
waiting for the we're waiting for the generalization part sa part ng learners. In your opinion, how did you summarize and integrate major points of the lesson?
Automatically, sir, based from the presentation, from the slide presentation, the picture analysis will suffice everything as a summarize of the discussion. Okay, from legal, rational, charismatic, legitimacy, and illegitimacy, that is actually the summary of the lesson.
Okay, so I think that's also, I think your lesson is very relevant, very timely because of the recent elections. And then yesterday, there was a proclamation already, of our president and our vice president. But my next question is there any part of the lesson that did not work well, and why?
Okay. I think some of the areas which was not answered by the students, I just forgot the slide, but there are some areas which is, I do believe, very hard for the learners to understand. And maybe of course, I need to do something for that in the next meeting or discussion.
Okay, thank you. What other teaching strategies, aside from lecture discussion method, can you employ to make the teaching learning more successful?
I guess so, sir. I do not know. I do not know. I do not know from the point of view of our supervisors po. Honest to goodness, I do not know po. Kasi while discussing, sobra po yung kaba ko sa 100%. Sorry sir for that. Pero kabado po talaga ako.
Sige, noted, sir. How about the other disciplines which you integrated in this lesson? Could you think of other disciplines aside from the discipline in politics and governance that you could think of that you could relate to the subject matter or to your subject area?
Integration, sir?
Yes.
I think I integrate some of the influence in power of the community, the society, including the school, the church, the neighbors, the parents, any individual who are working in any institution, or if not in an institution, at least the surrounding or the environment itself. I do believe I do integrate some of the minor people which automatically influence the society itself, including the students. I
Yeah,
do
siguro,
not
siguro another subject is organization and management, sir, no, which you also handle. And I commend your utilization of Pinoy superheroes, no, and our Pinoy politicians and leaders, no, whether charismatic, legal, rational, traditional, whatever. So my last question would be, what can we expect from you in the next teaching episode?
You can expect me, sir, that I will again enhance my capabilities, and of course, together with the help of our supervisors, kasama ka na po doon, sir, and of course, our heads. And I will make sure that the next time, I will be consulting everyone, okay, for the successfulness of this presentation or demo. That is 100%.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Alex. Yes, but thank you so much, Sir Alex. I guess natuto naman yung learners, no? And I guess all the junior high teachers also learn from your demonstration teaching episode. That's all. Marami pong salamat, Ma'am Tirones. Yun lamang po ang gusto kong marinig, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you po,
Okay
sir.
po. So, thank you po, Doc Emerson. Siyempre, nandito po yung ating isa pa na magbibigay sa atin ng PA, Sir Alex, and none other than Dr. Jeanette Haro. Ma'am
Good
Jet.
morning po.
Good morning po. Congratulations, Sir Alex, classmates. And sa aking kaibigan, congratulations. And please extend my warm greetings to Ma'am Liliana po. Sakto lang po itong face sa akin. Sir Emer, conference.
Ako na nagsasabi. Check
Yung diba po?
Medyo choppy po.
Medyo choppy ka po ba?
Ulitin ko po.
Connection.
Ulitin ko po, sir.
Sige po, ma'am.
Bunga. Sabay-sabay po kami. Nag-pre-conference kayo, sir.
Yes po.
So, sa pre-conference po, ano po yung mga ginawa ninyo?
We talk about an approach. Ma'am, yun po yung 2C2I1R approach na pwede niyang gamitin. And then I also asked Sir Alex about the recent indicators in the school year 2021-2022 RPMS PPST kasi meron po dong very interesting yung sa 7 indicators po. Anyway, wala naman po kaming SPED tsaka indigenous learners. So tutok lang po kami dun sa 7 indicators which are actually yung 5 points sa first page na classroom observable indicators. Yun po ma'am.
Alin po kaya ang nauna, sir? Yan pong nabanggit nyo o yung pag-check po ng lesson exemplar? Sir Emer?
Ma'am, choppy po kayo, ma'am.
Itin ko po, sir. Alin po ang nauna,
yung
sir?
audio-
Yung mga nabanggit po ninyo o yung pag-check po ng lesson exemplar?
Ma'am, choppy po, ma'am. Yung hindi ko po marinig, ma'am.
Ako, lilipat ako kay Ma'am Ludi. Out po ako para mahina-hina na po. Lilipat po ako kay Ma'am Ludi.
Apo. Ma'am?
Ito na ba yan? Ay, sorry po. Okay na po?
Ma'am, okay na po.
Naririnig na po.
Opo.
Okay. So, Sir Emer, alin po ang nauna sa inyong pre-conference? Yung pong mga nasabi nyo o yung pag-check po ng lesson exemplar ni Sir Alex?
Nauna po yung mga nasabi ko, ma'am. And then, nagsabit naman po sir, nagpa-check po siya ng lesson exemplar po niya.
Opo, doon naman sa pag-check
After
po ng lesson exemplar, alin po ang binigyan nyo ng emphasis?
Doon po sa paggamit ng constructivist approach, since blended po yung ginamit na modality. So meron po dapat na at least apps na gagamitin si sir. I think parang meron naman siyang although parang na-transfer lang niya sa sa isang from face to face, parang na-transfer lang niya sa online yung kanyang materials. Although syempre po, expected po dapat na meron siyang online applications po na i-utilize po.
So ano po ang naibigay yung TA, sir?
Ayun nga po ma'am, yung poong tungkol sa facilitation or on the yung 40-60, 40 coming from the teacher and then 60% talk galing from the learners since they're already in senior high.
Ito pong nabanggit nyo, ito po ay after checking na lesson plan. Yung una po nyo nabanggit, before checking the lesson exemplar, di ba po?
Opo, ma'am.
Opo. So, ito po naman. Ngayon po after the execution po ang ng lesson ni Sir, na-incorporate po ba niya yung naibigay yung TAs o technical assistance?
I believe hindi naman po lahat incorporate ni Sir, ma'am. Para at least 80% yung kanyang incorporate. Siguro sa ilang span ng 1 hour, parang hindi kayang ilagay lahat sa isang lesson exemplar po.
Opo. Pero please note na over siya sa time allotment na para doon sa lesson niya. Kung nasundan niyo yung oras, ay nag-exceed talaga siya. No, sir.
Oo nga po,
So from that point, after nito, magkakaroon ng post-conference kayo dyan sa school, paki-note yun na sobra sa time frame. Ano, sir? Kung paano gagawin para eksakto lang siya doon sa okay. Tapos ano naman sir kaya ang mga interventions na pwedeng gamitin ni sir para syempre sa kagalingan ng mga mag-aaral kasi ating mga mag-aaral ang puso at sentro ng ating Philippine educational system.
So one way po siguro ma'am is mag-research in advance kasi medyo difficult yung subject, politics and governance. So one way, isa lang po siguro ma'am, hindi naman po pwedeng lahat na sabay-sabay. One way is to give an activity, siguro light activity in advance as one of his interventions just to lighten up the discussion kasi heavy po talaga yung about politics. Yun lang po ang pwede kong kayang isa-suggest as of this moment po, ma'am.
Okay po. So I'll give some points to remember no po, gentle reminders lang na in constructing our lesson exemplar and as well as checking it, you have to look into the objectives kung galing talaga siya sa MELC. No, sir? Kung kailangan pa ba natin siyang i-unpack para kasya doon sa period lang na yon kasi nakalagay sa lesson exemplar niya, it is good for 1 day. Diba po? So, yung objectives ay kung kailangan nating i-task analyze, yung sakto lang, yung kaya lang within the period. And one thing more, ay dapat tingnan from MELC, yung budget of work, kung siya ay tama doon sa period, kung quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Apo, ma'am.
No po.
Opo.
Siyempre po, hindi lang naman yung mag-check ang titingin nun. Ang gumagawa ng lesson exemplar, the teacher himself or herself, yun ang unang gagawin. At tapos pag mag-check na ang ating master teachers, head teachers, o school head, ay tinitingnan din yun. Kaya nga, lagi yung nasa table, magkakapare sila, di ba? Para makita natin. So, yun lang naman ang bibigyan ko ng puntos. At huwag kalimutan yung pre-conference and after this mag-post-conference kayo dyan sa school para makita natin yung lapses, yung mga points na nag-excel, naging active, kailangan nating improve, always naman yan. At sana laging welcome naman para sa kung kanino man yan. Hindi lang naman ang guro ang natuto, kahit ang mga observers and process observers, ay natuto dito sa teaching learning activities natin, na especially sa demonstration teaching na medyo matagal na naman tong nakaschedule. Nakalagay na naman sa memo at well-oriented na naman kayo at informed. So, do sa mga pangyayari kahapon na nangyari na naman, yun ay meron din tayong natutunan buhat dun sa kahapon, no? Na naituloy naman natin ngayon na iba na naman ulit karanasan at aral ang natutunan natin dito. So, yun lang naman ang para sa akin. Pwede naman kaming madali naman kaming i-communicate, pwedeng i-text, pwedeng i-PM, pwedeng tawagan. So, anytime, basta't meron kami at available kami, ready to give technical assistance naman po kaming lahat para sa inyo. Congratulations kay Sir Alex, kay Sir Emer, kay Ma'am Nina, at sa kabuuan po ng Mamatid Senior High School. So thank you so much. Ito na po si Ma'am Ludi.
Thank you po Ma'am Dr. Haro. Maraming salamat
Thank you po. Nice to see you again.
So okay po. So thank you po Doc Jet. So sa atin pong lahat, natapos na din ang ating pinakahihintay na demo ni Sir Alex. So once again, congratulations Sir Alex. Congratulations also Doc Emer. And of course, thank you very much. Announcement lang po. Tayo po mamayang 1 PM ay babalik sa ating link kanina ng ating pong opening program. Kasi po ay doon po natin gaganapin sa link na yon yung ating closing program. So lahat po tayo ulit ay babalik doon para po umattend tayo ng ating closing program. And another one po, yun pong link na ipinasa kahapon ng ating mga principal, ng ating mga school heads, pakisagutan po kasi iisa pa po ang nakakasagot doon sa link. Kailangan po natin yon. Once na hindi tayo nagsagot doon, wala ulit po tayong makukuhang certificate. Kaya katulad po ng batch 1, marami ang hindi nagsagot, kaya marami po ang walang certificate na natanggap. Kasi po, automatic po yon na kapag kayo ay nagsagot doon, sa email nyo po siya pupunta, yung inyong mga certificate, doon nyo po siya makikita. No? At kailangan din po namin ang sagot ninyo doon Kasi po, yun po yung pagkukuhanan namin kung ano ba ang naging result ng ating Demo Fest na ito, year 2022. Ano po? So sa inyo pong lahat, secondary newly hired teachers, master teachers na naririto, head teachers, and of course, sa lahat po ng ating mga principals, school head, OICs, thank you very much. Kayo po ay kaisa namin sa programang ito, sa activity na to. And moving forward po na lahat tayo ay natuto. Lahat tayo ay nakapulot, lahat tayo ay nakapag-benchmark ng ating mga dapat makuha, lalo na po yung ating mga newly hired, na kaya po pinilit natin na maipakita sa inyo sa totoong buhay, learners ang gagamitin talaga para makita nyo talaga yung actual scenario or actual na nangyayari sa mga classrooms. Ano po? So, once again, thank you very much. Tapos na po tayo, secondary, junior, and high school demo teaching. Ano po? So, siguro, by next year, sa next first quarter, magkakaroon po ulit tayo. Kaya lahat po ay magkakaroon ng opportunity to have this demo teaching. Ano po? So, thank you very much. Ano ba oras na? Maaga pa pala, hindi pa pala lunch. Siguro, break muna tayo. Then balik po tayo ng 1 p.m. Okay? So, thank you po. God bless sa atin pong lahat. Pwede na po tayo mag-leave. Thank you, Sir Alex. Thank you, Doc M. Okay po.